Hey folks, this is Vince with Dad's Gaming Addiction, and today we're going to quickly check out Wildkeepers Rising. This is a game that's coming to Steam's Early Access program on March 31st, 2025. I am playing a pre-early access version, so what you're looking at is most definitely subject to change. So this is another one of those survivors games. You can choose between a male or female character. The male character has a sword, which is melee. The female character has a bow and arrow, and she has ranged. And typically in a survivors game, you survive for as long as you can, picking up XP droplets as you go, and when you level up, you get to choose between different power-ups. What separates this game from other games is that this one has like this summon monster mechanic where you can summon monsters to fight at your side, and each one has different abilities. But we'll address the town portion of this first. This is where you go in between missions in order to power up, because this is a rogue light. So there is permanent progression. You're going to be earning these yellow stones, green stones, and purple stones, and then you can spend them in town to upgrade your characters, like damage, XP gain, XP radius, health, dodge chance, crit chance, number of revives that you have, that kind of thing. So there is permanent progression in this game, so even though you might die quickly at the start, you will be getting more powerful over time. There is like a monster area that you can go to and kind of see all your monsters that you've unlocked thus far, and you can see what their abilities are, what they're good at. That way when they come up during the course of play, you can kind of make informed decisions as to which ones you kind of like. I'm starting to see some synergies here, which are really cool. To switch to the female character, you go to the village and you just talk to her, and you'll switch the character, and vice versa. There are quests that you can complete. These are like, and these give you rewards. Like one will give you a sigil, one will give you this, one will give you that. So there's a reason to complete these like quests/achievements in that little area. Earlier I mentioned sigils. These are unlockables for your play session. Whenever you play the game at first, you won't have access to a wide range of like draft picks. Whereas as you spend these sigils, as you get them, you will be getting more of a choice as you're drafting bonuses during play. The missions themselves, it's typically pick a mission and complete it. There are difficulty levels, which I appreciate, but only normal is unlocked from the beginning. There's no easy, unfortunately. That being said, I haven't lost once yet. I've played 3 or 4 times now, 3 or 4 different runs, and I haven't lost yet. That being said, I'm sure it's going to get harder. But I do appreciate that normal isn't overly difficult, especially for a rogue light, where you're kind of expected to fail. I mean, that's the nature of a rogue light. So, the actual game itself, this was, like, I had both good experiences and bad experiences. First of all, I loved the monster draft picks. Like, I liked building my team of monsters, and each of them have their own unique abilities. And even when you level up with your XP, you can choose between power-ups for yourself or your monster. And you can even get, like, items to slot into either yourself or your monster. So, for example, like, I drafted this monster that the description literally said it poops out health pickups, which is, it's true. It just leaves behind a trail of health pickups. It doesn't do a whole lot of damage, but it's a great support character. So I put like health regeneration on myself, and in combination with his health pickups, I pretty much didn't have any health concerns. And then I drafted this huge monster, which tanked and drew aggro. So I pretty much, no matter what, even though the mobs got increasingly dense, like, I wasn't dying because I had someone dropping health for me. I had a monster aggroing everything for me. And I pretty much won that one without a problem. And then the next time around, I chose it completely like pure DPS team / tanky team. I went someone that could tank and someone that could draw aggro. Rather than give those tanky characters health and armor, I gave them like DPS attacks so that they could help me kill things quicker and get XP quicker. So I tried that. You get, not only are there like melee range tank characters, but there's ranged ones. There's one that only shoots off the left side of you, which is kind of awkward. So you just kind of have to get used to the fact that whenever you use this monster, you can only shoot from the left. And it's weird if you're running right or running left. It's just kind of weird to get used to. You want to look around these maps even when the game is not telling you to go get something for the quest or for the mission, because you'll find these chests, and typically these chests affect your entire team rather than just the one person like you would when you level up. Now, these monsters also have special abilities. You can see that they're ready because off to the left, they're numbered like 1, 2, 3, 4. They also have this blue aura around them whenever they are ready. One thing I wish that there was in the game, I want an automatic like activation button. One where like if the ability is ready, just automatically activated. I realize that would give me less tactical control, but at the same time, their abilities are usually ready within 5 to 10 seconds, so I'm constantly spamming 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Things are so hectic I can't really know what's going on anyway, so I just spam buttons. So it would have been nice to have an option to just automatically have them activate their abilities as soon as they're ready. That would maximize their DPS a bit. So that's one thing I would like to see as this early access game develops. But ultimately, it's not bad. The only issue I had really, like the art style was cool and unique and all, but I had trouble with the health pickups. Like judging where to step in order to pick these things up was a little difficult. And my monsters, I couldn't tell them to go pick up health even though they needed it. They sometimes did it automatically, but at the same time, I wish I could hit a button and go, find the nearest health pickup because you're about to die. And if they do die, by the way, it's just a cooldown. They'll come back within 10, 15, 20, 30, 40 seconds, something like that, depending on the monster and how far you are, how leveled you are, that kind of thing. But for a pre-early access build, I'm pleased with this one. And as long as the developers keep making positive steps in the right direction, giving more quality of life things, I think this could be a fantastic Survivors-like game. Well, this is Vince. Thanks for watching. I'll catch y'all next time. Take care.